Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel Feldman. If you don't know me, I'm a professional musician. I've been playing since I was 4. And today we're going to be talking about different strings. So, we all have our favorite brand of guitar strings, right? It's like your favorite brand of cigarettes. You always have your favorite brands, right? And my favorite brand for almost a decade now, I've pretty much exclusively used Elixir strings. I really like them. I really like coated strings. When I play with strings that don't have a coating on them, I can immediately tell the difference. I can immediately feel like these aren't coated strings. What's going on? And I know that I need that coated string feeling. So this has been my complaint about elixirs. Of recently, I feel that their quality control has gone down. They used to be the absolute best, but recently I've gotten a few sets that have snapped right away and haven't lasted as long as others have. The coating wear has worn off a little faster. Just different little things that used to like never happen with elixirs. So because of that, I've been looking into different options for strings. And I decided that I wanted to try Stringjoy. I've heard a lot of things. Everyone's talking about them. They're kind of a new brand on the scene, and everyone's saying that Stringjoy is the absolute, bee's knees, the best thing out there. So I am going to give them a shot. I want to be very clear. This video is not sponsored by Stringjoy. Actually, my wife bought these strings for me that I'm going to try. I'm going to be trying out the Stringjoy. They're called Orbiters. The Stringjoy Orbiters. They are 10 to 48 gauge, which is what I use, 10 gauge. What I currently have on the guitar are elixirs. So it's not exactly the most fair test exactly because the elixirs that have been on here are probably about a month and a half old. So they're definitely, well broken in, and I've played them a lot. So they're definitely not fresh strings, and I'm about to put on these fresh strings. What I will do is, wait to publish this video until I've played these strings for maybe about a couple weeks and make sure that that I really fully develop my opinion on them, because sometimes your initial gut reaction won't be what they actually are. But for today, I'm gonna put on these fresh Stringjoys here onto my PRS, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna see how they sound when they're fresh, and then like I said, I'll break them in a little bit and come back to you after a couple weeks of playing them and let you know what I really think and if they're worth the hype. And again, this is very subjective, right? There's other videos out there that I know that they really compare one string to another blind. Even the person playing doesn't know what strings that they're playing. But so mine is going to be a little bit more subjective. I'm only going to be comparing elixirs, which I have a lot of experience with. Like I said, I've been playing their strings for about a decade now, and I'm gonna try my first set of Stringjoys and see how they treat me. So give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and get these strings put on this guitar. We're gonna hear how they sound. Just one more time. Let's hear what these elixirs sound like again. They sound good. This particular set that I've gotten of elixirs has been good. It's been sounding good, feeling good. The coating has held up very nicely. But like I said, some of the other sets that I've had over the past couple years have definitely been lacking in the quality control. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get these new strings changed out. Give me 1 second, and I will be back with you. The packaging is nice. All right, yeah. So what I will say, I do like that they come individually packaged. That's nice. The box is really nice. I never did read what it says, but crafted in Nashville, played on stages worldwide. They've been open since 2014, which I actually didn't know. I thought they were a lot newer than that. Stringjoys are crafted one at a time by Nashville musicians who know the great art that make and made with great tools. It is our mission to make strings that inspire you to play more, play better, and play more like you. Play your way. Stringjoy orbiters feature a special enamel-coated, nickel-plated steel wrap wire that delivers a crisp top end, higher output, and out-of-this-world durability. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they seem nice. Let's hear how they sound. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit. Wow. Man, this is tough. It's hard to tell what's just like it's nice having new strings and what is like okay, yeah, it's the strings that are definitely is what I'm noticing. What I am for sure noticing is there's like less string tension. I can feel it in the arm, the trem arm. When I do vibrato, it's like it doesn't take as much to move it. And bends. They also sound a little darker, which usually fresh strings sound really bright. They don't feel as coated. Yeah, they don't feel as slick. They don't feel as slick as Elixirs. I don't know if I like that. What I like about coated strings is that the strings feel slippery. It feels like there's like oil on them or something. Like when you slide, it feels like they're a little bit stickier. I can feel like the ridges in the string a little bit more, especially on like a lick like. You hear that? Wait, listen. I don't know if you can. They're definitely a little stickier. Out of tune again. That's not a dig on Stringjoy, that's just new strings. I might be able to get used to that stickiness, you know? I think I'm just expecting the slickness of Elixirs, and maybe this is just a little bit more sticky. I will check back in a couple of weeks, see how they break in, take them on some gigs, play them a bunch, see if they're keepers or if I'm gonna go back to my old trusty elixirs. It's hard to break out of a string company that's like your string company. You know what I mean? Like if you've been playing them for a long time, you're really comfortable with how those strings feel. Other strings can feel different. I'm definitely noticing the stickiness, and I don't like that. So I need to see if that's something that I like forget about and I get used to as I play them more, or if it's something that I can't get over and I need to stick with my trusty elixirs. So we will see. We will see. So I'll check back in with you in a couple weeks. All right, y'all. So it has been actually even longer, like 3 weeks. And I've been playing these Stringjoys the whole time now. And I've gigged it several times. And I have definitely learned some things about myself that also affect the way I feel about these Stringjoys. I have learned that I really like coated strings. And I think I'm in a minority of guitarists that would say that. I really like when they feel slippery, when you play them and your fingers just glide effortlessly, slip across them. And that's something that Elixir does really good. I even prefer to play something like their Polyweb that has the thicker coating because it just feels slipperier, if that's a word. And these Stringjoys, I think, are going and trying to go for the other type of guitarist that doesn't like the feeling of coated strings, that wants the natural feel of strings, but want the benefits of a coated string. So what I will say is that their intonation has been great. Their, they seem like a quality set of strings. They didn't like break or anything catastrophic. I've been, using them for the past 3 weeks. So, they've been acceptable in terms of quality and things that a professional would need. But in terms of feel, I really like more coated strings. So for me, the Stringjoys are just not what I would choose. So I think I am gonna kind of go back towards my elixirs. There's one other string I'm gonna try, which are these Diodario XS. I'm gonna make a video about that very shortly. I'm gonna try those next. Yeah, for me, the Stringjoys just weren't it. I didn't love them too much, and I'm gonna be switching them out. So it's something to think about. Are you the type of guitarist that really likes that coated string feel where your fingers just glide and slip across the strings? Or are you the type of guitarist that really likes the natural string feel? I think if you like the natural string feel, you would enjoy the Stringjoys. And like I said, they are quality. They didn't break on me. They didn't have issues. The tuning stability is great. They are a quality string for sure. But yeah, just for my preference, I like that slippery coated feeling. You can just hear it. Like, listen to this. Right? You can tell that just doesn't have a lot of coating on it. There's a lot of that noise. Other strings that have a heavier coating, you do that and it doesn't make as much noise because there's literally like a coating that's preventing that noise from happening. So I think that's something to be aware of. And if you are the type of guitarist that likes that kind of heavier coated feeling like me, these Stringjoys might not be for you. So something to keep in mind. Yeah. So next up, I am going to try these XSs. I'm going to make another YouTube video about trying it on one of my guitars. And I'll let you know what I think, and then if I decide to keep going with those. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I hope that you found this video helpful and informative.